Imagine waking up to find your OnlyFans crush standing at the foot of your bed. Sounds like a wet dream come true, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. And that's just the beginning of this nightmare. I never thought subscribing to an OnlyFans account would lead to this. It started innocently enough. I was scrolling through my feed when I saw her. Lily, the virtual goddess. Her smile was captivating, and I couldn't resist hitting that subscribe button. At first, it was just occasional likes and comments, but soon, I found myself messaging her daily. She always responded, making me feel special. I started spending more and more time on her page, convinced we had a real connection. But then things got weird. She started mentioning details about my life I never shared. How did she know where I worked? What I ate for lunch? I tried to brush it off, but deep down, I knew something wasn't right. Digital devotion turned sinister. I couldn't shake the feeling that Lily knew way more about me than she should. At first, I told myself I was just being paranoid. But as the days went by, her messages got creepier and creepier. One night, she sent me a picture of the street outside my apartment. "Nice view from your place," she wrote. My heart started racing. How did she know where I lived? I hadn't told her my address or even my neighborhood. I tried to play it cool, asking how she found that out. She just replied with a winky face emoji. That's when I knew I had to pull back. I started logging on less, making excuses when she asked to video chat. But Lily didn't like that. Her sweet messages turned angry. She'd spam my inbox demanding to know why I was ignoring her. One time, she sent 50 messages in a row. Each one, just my name over and over. I was freaked out, but I didn't know what to do. I mean, she was just some girl on the internet, right? She couldn't actually hurt me. At least that's what I kept telling myself. Then came the night that changed everything. I was up late working on a project when my phone buzzed. It was Lily sending a live video. Against my better judgment, I clicked play. The camera panned around a dark room. It looked weirdly familiar. Then I realized why. It was my room. The video showed my desk, my posters on the wall, even the dirty laundry on my floor. I jumped up and spun around, heart pounding, but there was no one there. The video ended with Lily's face filling the screen, smiling. That smile I used to find so charming, now it just looked sinister. "See you soon," she whispered. Then the screen went black. When fantasy becomes a real-life nightmare. I tried to convince myself it was all in my head. But that night changed everything. I woke up at 3 a.m. to a noise downstairs. At first, I thought it was just the house settling. But then, I heard footsteps. My heart started racing as I slowly got out of bed and crept to the door. As I peeked into the hallway, I saw a shadow move across the wall. I froze, not sure what to do. Should I call the cops? Try to confront the intruder. But before I could decide, I heard a familiar voice. "Oh, honey, there you are. I've been looking all over for you." It was Lily. The girl from OnlyFans was standing in my hallway smiling, like this was totally normal. I rubbed my eyes thinking I must be dreaming. But nope, she was really there. How did you get in here?" I stammered. She just giggled and said, "Silly, you gave me a key, remember?" I definitely did not remember that because it never happened. I started to back away, reaching for my phone. But Lily's smile suddenly dropped. "Don't even think about calling anyone," she hissed. "We're finally together. Don't ruin this." I ran back to my room and locked the door, hands shaking as I dialed 911. But when the cops showed up, Lily was gone. They found no signs of forced entry and told me to change my locks. But that was just the beginning. Over the next few weeks, Lily seemed to be everywhere. I'd see her watching me from across the street as I left for work. She'd show up at my favorite coffee shop, acting surprised to run into me. Once, I even found a note from her on my car windshield. It all came to a head one night when I was walking home late. I heard footsteps behind me and started walking faster. The footsteps sped up too. I broke into a run, my heart pounding. Just as I reached my door, I felt a hand grab my shoulder. I spun around face to face with Lily. "Why are you running from me?" she asked, her eyes wild. "We're meant to be together, escaping the web of obsession." I knew I had to get out of this mess. But how? Lily was everywhere, always watching. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I packed a bag and snuck out the back door. Heart racing. I crashed at a friend's place for a week, ignoring Lily's endless calls and messages. When I finally went home, I half expected her to be waiting, but the house was empty. I changed my locks, deleted all my social media, and even switched jobs. Slowly, Lily faded from my life, but the fear didn't. I still check over my shoulder everywhere I go. I can't trust anyone online anymore. That cute girl in your direct messages. She might seem perfect, but trust me, you never know who's really behind that profile picture. My OnlyFans nightmare taught me the hard way on the internet. Nothing is what it seems.